Yo, 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 what's up? It's X on the beach. You know what it is. Reunion part 2. So Malcolm does a lap around the stage. Angela cries dry tears over Nelson. And Nurys and Darian had some Hershey's Kisses. Let's go. Let's get it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey.
Bitch need a boss up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think everything needs to go. Oh. Hey.
Hey. Is that Sensei bumping in my ear again?
Again.
Hey.
I'm popping my hoodie.
You know, since I own the record.
Right.
Right. We ain't getting
We can only
copyright.
play.
No copyright.
No infringements over here. What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Oh.
Wow, that's tough.
Bass in my ear.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
awake now.
exactly. Can you turn me up on number 1, please?
I wanted to make sure you heard.
What's up, everybody?
I
It's your
hear her.
boy. That's good. That's
She
good.
yells
It's your
at me
boy,
all the
Lim
time.
Gonzalez. And it's X on the beach. You know what it is. Let's just give a round of quick. X on the beach. Reunion part 2. The final one of the episode of the season. Next to me, you know, she's in your ear right now. The coolest cucumber in the whole salad.
I think a cucumber. Because they fresh as fuck.
Right.
Okay.
Sinse is in the building.
What up, everybody? I'm so excited. This is the last episode, but it's not the last of X on the Beach. You know, we'll be back when it comes back, but I can't wait to talk about this shit, y'all.
I know, right? I know, right? And of course, our resident Messi expert, Messi Melody, is in the building.
What up, what up, what up? I'm so sad that it's ending, but
I know.
it was a good episode.
It was. And of course, my A1 since day one, Filipino king himself, Nino and
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nino, and yeah, I'm sad it's the last episode. We had a really good season. I think this was a really good season.
It was.
A lot of drama, a lot
It was a
of
long season.
dry tears.
We started this
emotion.
season in September of last year.
Right.
Wow.
Oh no, I'm joking, but it seemed
But it
like
felt like it, because
No,
there
I
was
believe it.
continuations of stories.
Right.
It's an extension of AYTO,
Exactly.
everything.
It was a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
It was
This
a
was a
lot.
long fucking season.
It was. It was long.
Y'all telling.
But it was.
Gotta be here every Thursday.
I know. You got it on your calendar?
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But guess
cool.
what? It's guest time.
Hey.
It's guest time. It's guest time. It's guest time. Ladies and gentlemen, they are no stranger to AfterBuzz TV, but they are fly in their own right. To my right, you know her, you love her, the banging eyes, all day, every day. Didi's in the building.
Hey! Thank you guys for having
We're not
me.
worthy.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Oh, it's the last day, guys. Don't be sad. You have to be happy because we're over with the bullshit.
Right.
You know
Not
what I
true.
mean? We're
Not
going to
true.
finally put the bullshit to rest.
Yeah, put it all to rest,
And then
to
we're going to
bed.
do some shots after.
There it is. There it is. Of course, in the middle, the luckiest man right now.
Fuck yeah.
In
Oh, yeah.
between two amazing ladies. Jay's in the building.
What up?
Hey.
God, you people are so good looking. Go.
And of course, you know, she does her thing, modeling contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Doing all the things. Got the shell toes on today. Nurys is in the building.
Hey, glad you guys saved the best for last. You know, not talking about me, talking about us three. You know, You know, some people
That
were
was like a-
salty.
that
People were
was like a
salty that you
double
guys had us
entendre.
on here so much. That,
Really?
you know, I'm sure they're gonna be
Yeah.
salty about this one.
There was a lot of salt.
I mean, it's only right, you know?
There was a lot of salt. So much salt. All right, let's get into this episode. First of all, I just want to get just opinions right now from my panels.
Oh, let's get the opinions out.
What do you guys think of the overall season finale part 2? Did you get all your stuff answered? You think they can
You
close it up?
know, to be real, I was hoping they was gonna do a little bit more with the Malcolm and
Yeah.
my
I thought so, too.
situation.
We know
I'm
so
like,
much stuff
Right.
behind the
And the
scenes.
fans know so much stuff behind the scenes.
I wasn't fulfilled. I was not fulfilled. I wanted them to drag his ass on the fucking stage, like literally by that
dragged himself.
off-white belt, okay, from the stage. Like I didn't feel it. He didn't get what he needed to get.
No. Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
You agree to that?
Yeah.
What do you think, Nino?
Yeah, agreed. Well, damn, she just said everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was so
No, it was,
passionate.
I mean, nonetheless, it was cool because we got to kind of see everyone's story come to light, and
Right.
you know, rest in peace to the relationships that didn't happen, y'all.
All
I'm
of
sorry
them.
about it.
We
All
are
of
not
them.
sorry
But
about
I'm
any
sure
of
you
them.
guys are. Yes,
sorry.
exactly.
I mean,
No, I can't relate, but
yeah,
Right.
I mean, I was, you know, I couldn't wait till this week, you know, with the whole Morgan situation, because how she got so hot up in the seat last week. She was like, wait, hold up, I'm about to have to lie on stage. Like, oh shit, you know, I was waiting for this shit to play out. So y'all let me know when y'all ready.
Well, I mean, the top of the episode, we see
What's
Mr.
that?
J.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
He was had it had some questions on the lie detector.
Yep.
And so that's how it ended. So it started where it ended. And you had Morgan on the hot seat.
Yeah, it was fun.
And, you know,
fun.
take us through that because apparently, you know, she was, you know, you had questions and all the questions that you asked her, she answered. And then they said that she was lying.
I knew she was going to lie. Like, I actually, before the even lie detector got brought out, I gave her so many. I'm like, yo, just tell the truth. Just say it. Just say it. And she just kept saying, no, I didn't do anything. No.
Like it probably went on for like 15 minutes.
Legit. And I was like, yo, okay, fuck it. Get the lie detector. And then she's like, I'll tell you the truth now. And like her face goes white and she's like, fuck. And I'm just like, yo, chill. It's going to be super easy now. Now you just say the truth before it goes on and then you're good. And she still held out. And then eventually...
I mean, I thought it was like real crazy when she was like, I'm never going to talk to you ever again in my entire life. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, well, why is he going to want to talk to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think this is the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, you trying to reverse the roles again, but it's not working.
So, like, what was the energy like, though? Because, I mean, at first, you know, she was on, you know, she was all suited up in it, and then she starts taking it off.
Oh,
like,
I was dying inside.
I mean, let
dying.
us know about that a little bit. Like, what do you think really got her frazzled? I mean, at the end of the day...
Because she knew that, like, you're about to get fucked. Sorry. And it's like, yo, just, like, you need to admit it right now, or else you're in deep trouble. And I was just sitting there like, this is why. You're freaking out because your whole persona is getting
I just
screwed.
don't get why she admitted to kissing him after the challenge.
Yeah.
And that took her a long time to admit.
Yeah, it took her
and then
an
she's
hour.
hooked up to the lie detector test.
Yeah.
It's in motion. It's going. The whatever that thing is called is moving. And
Whatever that is.
and Jay asked you a question. Girl, just say yes. Just say yes.
Well, I just want to know how she got invited on the trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't invite a girl on a trip with you if you ain't.
I knew
you know,
it immediately.
Found it, you know, or a little, you know.
And it was
there was
sad
no
because
action before the vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Nicole got kicked off stage for being
You're right.
ridiculous. And she had found out from her cousin, Nani, yeah, that like they hooked up in the challenge house.
Oh yeah, because they cousins.
Yeah, because she was on too. Oh yeah.
I mean, Nurys, what are your thoughts on this opinion? Since you have a lot of thoughts on everyone's relationship.
I do have a lot of opinions. People have opinions on my life, so now it's my turn.
Yes. Girl.
So while we were actually filming, well, he was, you know, trying to get the truth out of her. She just kept trying to justify the fact that it had been like weeks afterwards. She's like, we were separated for weeks. We were gone for weeks on the challenge. And I'm like, you do know you were eliminated either. I think it was first, second from the challenge. So she got eliminated, I think, the second on the challenge. It was literally maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks where she left the X on the Beach house, filmed the challenge, and then got out of the challenge to go be with Johnny Bananas. And I'm like, you can't justify that. If you really loved him, it would have taken you more than 2 weeks to be able to completely drop him, be with another man, and then go on a vacation with him, and then lie about it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we've seen the challenge relationships unfold, you know, into real life, but it's usually been them going through the process of the challenge, you know, doing all these obstacles
they
together, and
whatever
they really were
on the
gone
vacation.
like the first or second episode. Yeah.
So what happened?
I feel you on that.
So what happened directly after the show and after that whole situation happened? Was there a break where you got to talk to her? Or she tried to talk to you afterwards, or was it kind of like that's it?
So right after X on the Beach ended, we had like 4 days before she left to the challenge. So then I was like, yo, go do your thing. I was like helping her get ready and like chill and like pack and do all her stuff.
So
I was being nice.
It's really sweet.
And then she went out, and then I get a call from her sister like, oh yeah, she's with Johnny Bananas, like traveling Africa. And I'm like, what? The fuck are you talking about? There's no way. Like, what are you talking about right now? And then I tried texting Morgan, and Morgan was just like, she's like, oh, I don't get like cell service here. I'm like, yo, just call me. Like straight up. And she's like, no, like my data plan doesn't work. I'm like, are you stupid? This is 2019. We have Wi-Fi. Right. You can just FaceTime audio. And then didn't do that. And then eventually I ended up on the phone with her, and she's like, yeah, I'm with Johnny Bananas. We're like traveling like Africa, but like all of us are out here. And I'm like, nah, this is all crap. I'd been texting you. You kind of just blew it off and like stayed off. And then I was like, we're done. Just go do whatever you want.
So you're just more hurt at the fact that she just never was upfront with you, and she just was trying to hide it all.
I just don't like when people aren't like authentic. Just be you. And if you screw up, just be like, yo, I screwed up. My bad. And then I'd be like, okay, cool. That's why I told her on the show too. I was like, had you just told me the truth, It would have been totally fun. I would have been like, okay, that's life. No
Yeah.
worries.
I feel that.
All right. So we go into Nurys, and who ended up
Yes.
kind of talking about Nelson with Angela about what happened in the house. And my thing was, obviously, you were you had history with Nelson. My thing is, Angela thought you were dodging her or what have you because of the whole Nelson situation. Can you clear that aspect up? Because that was a big thing, during the season.
Yeah. So for me, it actually started at the pink party. I don't know if you guys saw us all wearing like all pink. We all got really drunk, and early on, like it was early in the day too, and I didn't even know that they kissed. They kissed. I found out afterwards. I felt some type of way about it, but I spoke to her about it the next morning. Like the first thing I did the next morning was I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, can we talk?" She was doing her makeup. We talked one-on-one. No cameras were around. I mean, the cameras in the room. We talked. We hashed everything out. I said, "Look, I just really I would have appreciated if you would have told me, because out of all the girls here in the house, she was closest to me and Didi at the time." So I was like, I just felt like with the fact that we're all close, like you could have just told me. I wouldn't have given a shit as long as you would have just told me. I felt like it was just like, I don't know. I thought it was fake at the time. I was like, well, why are you trying to like go behind my back when I thought we were cool? So for now, fast forward, all of that was dropped. We talked about it. We hashed things out. Cool. I went my own way. She went her own way. Her and Nelson spent like 24/7 together. So to say that me and her were friends after the fact was hard to say, because she really spent all her time with Nelson. So I was on my own with Didi and everybody else, and she was with Nelson, and whatever. That was cool. He left, and when he left, that's when she kept she was hanging out with Didi more. At that point, I didn't really know what to do, because I'm like, all right, well, this whole time we haven't really been cool because you've been with Nelson. And now that Nelson's not here, it's kind of strange to go be your friend. So, and I guess she didn't like the fact that I wasn't with her the whole time, but it really wasn't any bad intent.
She also did speak to me. Like, we had a conversation on the couch, and she was just like, hey, like, I do feel like Nurys is ignoring me or something like that. And I told her, I was just like, I really think it's just a miscommunication. I think that you're probably thinking she's ignoring you because of Nelson, or like you probably thought that she was ignoring you because like it was just all a miscommunication. So I told Angela, I was just like, just talk to her. Like, she will be understanding. I really think, it's just hearing it like, hey, not asking for permission, but it's just like, hey, like, I think you're
we're all living in the same house together, so it's just like a conversation.
And then the elimination came, and then she started lashing out on her. I was like,
and we were all like, the whole house was taken aback because, like I
said,
said, if you felt that strongly about me ignoring you, you should have talked to me in the house.
Right.
Like, we wait hours before we have to get ready. We have to stop. There's no cameras rolling because we're just getting ready. We had hours before the ceremony. You could have talked to me at any time that day, but Nelson had been gone for a few days at that point. So I'm like, you could have taken any opportunity to talk to me, but she didn't. And then at the ceremony, she's going off. I was caught off guard. I was like, what the fuck? They just asked me how I felt about them. I was about to be like, I'm happy that they're happy. Like, they look cute together. But then,
But, I mean, I don't know why you would expect Angela to, like, talk to you about Nelson when she didn't even talk to Janelle about, going on dates with Darian.
And then that's another thing I could clear up, because,
why would you
Angela
expect
had told us that the producers kind of told her not to be friends with Janelle and Maya. I'm not sure if it was that. I'm like, no, I don't want to, like, they say every time I fucking say anything, I'm lying. But that's what was my understanding.
Why are you lying?
My understanding was that producers had already kind of told Angela, like, hey, don't be cool with them. So Angela was cool with us. I felt like, yeah, she should have had a conversation with me because, like I said, she came into the house being cool with me and Didi. We were cool at that point. She had no friendship with Janelle, at least from what it seemed like, because, yeah, she went up to Darian, took him on the date, then afterwards didn't care. Like, it didn't really seem like they had much of a friendship. At that point, we had already built somewhat of a something.
Okay.
That's why I felt like you should have talked to me. Like, we're already cool. And she knew that out of everybody else in the house, I didn't fuck with anybody but her, Nicole, and Angela.
Got
so
it.
It's like, out of the only
So you
few
guys,
females,
you felt like you were closer to her for her to give me
exactly.
You that respect.
And like I said, it wasn't asking for permission. It's just at least let me know without me hearing from every fucking body else. We live in a house together. It's as simple as being like, hey, your ex is cute. I know y'all don't got anything, but I'm going for it. Or even that same day that we talked about everything, it could have been talked about then.
That
but it
moment
wasn't.
on the show was pretty calm, though. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't seem like, was there more that we missed? Because, like, what they showed was, I mean, you guys were interacting, but there was, like, no voices totally, like,
No, we
raised.
weren't.
It was like,
yeah,
it was pretty simple.
exactly what you saw is basically exactly how
And
it
that
went
was
down.
kind of it.
Yeah, that's literally word for word how it
I have
went
a
down.
question
Okay.
for you three because, we couldn't get Angela on the show, so we didn't get her side of things. But do you think, because the notion is that, she's a reality show veteran, she does things for the camera, she's very calculated. Do you get that from her, on the house, like as far as the things that she did and what was aired? Did you get that from her, or did you think she was genuine?
I can tell that they're being quiet because they.
No, I'm a little
I'm
confused
thinking.
with the question. Yeah.
I just wanna know-
like my expectations.
No, like, do you think she's real?
My expectations of Angela, of course, I only saw her from X on the Beach. So I'm looking at her, I was like, oh, shit, she gonna be loud, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
whatever. And then she comes in the house and the complete opposite. She was just very down to earth or just just quiet until the whole Tarai thing happened. And that's
I
when,
would
of
agree.
course, like your
She
ex, that
had
whole situation.
reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
Or whatever. And then with her, and then with the Janelle thing. But
Which is kind of true because
Which
this
is actually- she's pretty
season,
energetic.
she came in hot, fell in love, so then it reserved her. Her ex came in, turned up. First season, I think she was a little bit more wild.
She was more
than
turned
this
first season. I think
Yeah.
because she had something going for her.
Yeah.
Nelson, and people are saying that they broke up, but I think they're still together.
She also said that our
Like-
house was way crazier than her first house.
yeah.
This house
Oh,
was
I think
crazier
our
than the
house
first?
was-
Like,
she
she
was
would
like,
have been there since the beginning.
house
is
This is
insane.
nothing compared to what she came in
Yeah.
halfway.
Oh,
No,
wow.
I believe that the season from season 1 to season 2 there was definitely a turn up in the cast or whatnot.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I want to direct this to Melody. So obviously we see that
Melody,
Nelson
what's up, girl?
Nelson
Melody,
is.
what's up? Single.
I just want to get Messy Melody's opinion. So Nelson, it was said that this, there was a DM situation when her and Angela were supposed to be together, and right before they left to go to the Bahamas or something like that, that this girl DM said that they smashed or what have you, and he, said that that wasn't the case. She's being malicious and all this kind of stuff.
Delicious or
So-
delicious?
It's his
We
excuse
don't
all the
know.
time.
Right.
She's some type of delicious.
Right. So, what do you think about that situation?
I'm so happy Nelson
I
graduated.
think that she already knew she had the proof, she had the receipts right there in front of her face, but she was desperate to believe this girl. She knows that he cheated. She knows that. We all know that. Everybody knows that. But she's just like, if he's going to tell me that he didn't, then he didn't. But she knows that he's lying. She's just stupid. That's all.
Okay.
So you think the girl was telling the truth?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It's
quick.
Nelson.
I think what they
Well, Nelson admitted that it was true.
Well, yeah, what they also didn't show.
Okay.
Oh, we got a special guest?
Wait, so
What?
hold
Wait,
on,
what?
time out. So
Hello?
time out. So we had someone that wanted to call in.
I know who's here.
Someone wanted to call in,
Yeah?
a mystery person,
Yeah,
and I didn't
so
know
last
exactly who it was, and then all of a sudden, I was like, let them call. I just want to be surprised. So, caller, give us your name.
This is Rob from East on the Beach.
Rob. Okay, so Rob.
I know why he's calling.
Right.
Rob,
So-
I can't see you right now,
Rob
but
was
I know
like,
you're
listen,
right.
my friends are here, I'm here.
So Rob's on the phone, and we know Rob as Josea's ex, and Jose was on the show last week,
And he had a lot to say.
Had a lot to say, and so
A
Rob,
lot.
a lot, Rob.
I'm guessing you tuned in, Rob. What's up?
What's cracking?
So much.
Tell us.
What's that?
I said, tell us. Talk to us.
Well, I mean, we've had disagreements, obviously, and we have a different take on things. I did see and listen to that episode, and I, really enjoyed it. I do agree that you guys brought up that question that a lot of people didn't believe my answer to one of the questions, which was, do I still love him? Which a lot of fans also disagreed. So much so that they made a video about it with Mariah Carey saying, "No, I don't." And
She liked
she actually, the Queen of Shade herself, liked the video.
Really?
So
Who?
so clearly
Right.
nobody
Yeah.
believes
That's
that.
my
And
girl. She texted
yeah,
me earlier.
I was playing around with the lie detector
Okay.
test, and that was just kind of fun for me. So no, I don't still love him. No, I did not cheat on him. Yes, I did send out nudes to other people, and I was just having a good time with that.
I know,
Oh,
Rob.
okay.
Can you stop sending me nudes? please?
Rob, Rob,
If anybody wants to check out the cute video that they made, it's at Rob Teeny Official on my Twitter. You can check it out. It's hysterical.
Rob, I mean, what are your thoughts on when he was really kind of, he
Going
said
in?
some things about you, that were some crazy accusations. Do you have anything to respond to Jose at some of the comments that he made last week, like the
profession.
I do. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not here to, you guys kind of know, I'm sure, because everyone's seen, my position is usually pretty calm. I'm not here to, like, belittle anybody else. My only thing is that I feel like he really was sort of hypocritical in that respect, because if anybody remembers when Jozea came onto the beach, he said, I used to be a slut, but now that I'm older, I'm a whore. But then you came on the show and tried to shame me and call me a whole escort, a slut, a whore, and a tramp. So I'm not sure if it's a compliment because you called yourself that, and then you tried to shame me calling me a slut and a whore. Additionally, I was really educated on all of the things that you were saying about all of the websites, because it seems like he knows so much more than I do about all of those escorting websites. But again, I'm not an escort. But a lot of people on Vevmo had things to say about him entertaining older gentlemen. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Gonna have to check out that.
So was there any validity to what he said, or are you just saying that basically some of the things he said was true, but it's not to the degree in what he said?
Oh, well, I'm not really sure where. To be honest with you, I'm not sure where he's. I think that there's some validity to the things that he has said in as far as news goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that there was at one point in time a site that he mentioned that was shut down for prostitution, but that also has nothing to do with a massage therapy website. But again, it seems like he has a ton of information and a lot of knowledge about this. Additionally, I was, and I would like to say to everyone, very flattered that they all, Maya, Janelle, and Jozea, sat down, had a girls' night, and read all of my reviews, probably painted their nails, had pizza, had a girls' night. I'm super flattered that you spent time doing that. Additionally, I would like to say a little bit hurt by Maya, because in the house, me and her had a really great connection. She came to me twice crying and said, I trust you, and, laid some heavy things on me that I would never, ever repeat. Personal shit. And we had a really good relationship. So I was a little bit hurt by that. Just to kind of hear things through a third party. Like, there's always three sides to a story. My side, your side, and the truth, So just to have heard whatever Jozea had thought and then believed that was a little bit hurtful. But no, there was no validity to the things that he was saying. Also, like, thank you that he thought that I had 29 reviews. I only have 15, but, But thank you again for the promo.
Word.
I'm dying because I'm watching our playback here on my laptop while we're listening to Rob, and everyone's faces and all our faces as he's talking, and somebody comments like, look at Nino's face, it's going to be a meme. So I'm like...
Well, Rob, thank you for calling and giving your side. We appreciate it. Give it for Rob.
Thank you.
Rob, I love you, dog.
Absolutely.
Yo, come to LA
Jay,
so you can
Nurys,
sit on the
and
couch
Didi, I
with
love
us.
all of you.
Yeah, I'm eating you in the bathtub, okay?
You're what?
All right, bye, guys. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 hoes in a tub.
That's
Wow.
what it is. That's
Okay.
a new show, Rub-a-Dub.
Oh,
damn.
I mean, I'm glad he got to say what he needed.
Yeah, because
I
they
mean-
spoke on him a lot last week.
Like I
they
said,
did.
we'd like to get all sides of the situation.
Sure.
And,
Everyone's story.
everyone's story.
I just
exactly.
wish you guys could have I feel like they didn't do Rob's edit justice.
He was
To the
such
type
an
of
amazing
man
person.
that Rob genuinely is.
No, he's
like
saying
I literally went around, I think it was like the last few days of the house, I did house superlatives.
Yeah, you did.
And I asked every single person in the house, vote for best this, best that. And Rob, hands down, from every single castmate, got best housemate.
I think they played
Like,
him
he
really
really
well,
was
like
amazing.
in that one episode where they're like he cooks for everybody, he does this, he does that. So they gave him that good shine and that good light.
Oh, he cooked breakfast
Like,
every
he
morning.
did he?
Yeah.
Every
He
morning.
woke up before everybody else.
Yeah.
Got everybody coffee. Would put got
In a little
mugs
tray.
of coffee.
Yeah.
Before
walked
Rob
around
showed
with
up, it
trays.
was like a frat
Walked
house.
around with
He
trays
showed up, his mama
and
hen
made sure
came.
everybody.
Everything
The
was
first
great.
thing you did when you opened your eyes was, "Here you go."
Yeah.
Is
Good
Rob
morning."
Italian?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. And I think at the end of the day, Jozea is hurt, got hurt. And
Yeah.
what do we do when we get hurt? Okay, we be bashing the fuck out of our exes. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm glad, Rob came on here, got to say what he needed
Sure.
to say to clear up what Jozea
Absolutely.
said. So.
I want to bring the attention to Malcolm, because that was obviously, and we kind of talked about this, while we were watching. We felt like there's got to be more, and I think maybe because of edits or what have you, they really didn't give it enough shine. But he obviously, he got upset because him and Maya. I mean, the story is so convoluted, I can't really regurgitate it correctly. But there was a porn star situation, and I want you to speak basically because you had said that they didn't show it. But the porn star that he allegedly...
Not allegedly, it happened.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, it happened. You said it.
He can't lie. He can't lie.
She was like,
in the video that we saw, she looked.
so
then
there
I
was a
looked around.
video of her that they brought on. They didn't show it, but can you
Maybe I
speak
was
to
looking at
that?
the hair.
Basically,
Basically,
What?
they had her Skype in. I don't know if it was pre-recorded or if she had Skyped in at the time, but she
Live,
No, that was
she was on our screens at the reunion, and
That's
word
what
for
I'm talking
word said,
She was
yes,
ready.
Malcolm did cheat on Maya. Malcolm said that he was living on your couch as a friend, that you guys had an understanding. Malcolm also borrowed $500 from her and then proceeded to block her when she asked him to pay him back. So she ended the video. It was actually pretty cool. She ended the video being like, "Pay me back my $500, you fucking bum." And then it was like, and then it cut off, and we were all like,
Oh, wow.
"Oh shit!" So now, so not only are you living off of Maya and bumming off of her, but you're taking other people's money too.
And I mean, you were pretty vocal, being like, "Let Maya talk." Like, do you have her back on this? You know,
I had her back
how do you
100%.
feel? Yeah.
So I said had. Did I say had? Had. She's talking about the situation.
Yeah.
So yes, I had her back. So a few weeks before the reunion, Maya and I actually met up and we spoke for 4 hours. Kind of just talking about everything, kind of putting everything on the table because we realized we're like, why are we hating each other? Like, it was just so much constant for people who tune in to our lives, their lives. They know that it was constant, like, drama back and forth every single week. And so we wanted to talk, like, why the fuck do we hate each other? Why does this keep escalating? And what we found out was that Malcolm was the middleman. He was running back and forth, telling her everything that he could possibly use against me and Didi to just like make himself look good and then to make Janelle and Maya hate us. So it was just like a constant battle. So he would come to us and be like, "Hey, Maya and Janelle said this," and then he'd go to them and say other stuff, but he was lying. It wasn't even facts. It wasn't like he was going to Didi and I being like, "Hey, Maya and Janelle said this," when it was true. It was just all lies. So then when me and her realized that he's the bad guy, we put everything to the side, and I was like, I'm gonna have your back because.
And that's what she said a couple of times when she was, or a couple of weeks ago when she was here.
Right.
So the commonality was Malcolm and Malcolm.
Yeah.
Literally. So Didi, obviously you and Nurys both have history with Malcolm. The antics that he was doing, the stuff he was doing, now we get into the porn star situation. There's supposedly some porn stars, now in this relation. I mean, he's even talked verbally on his live, on his Instagram and talked about it. But is this characteristic of him, or do you think he's doing some different stuff?
Malcolm stepped it up. He
stepped
stepped
it
it
up.
up. He was like, I'm on a level 2. I gotta go ahead and hopscotch my way to level 10, right? Because I'm not surprised. He's really well with his words. When he walked off crying and he said, I never done this before. I'm like, motherfucker, you cry for me, you cry for your Nurys, you cry for Maya. Like, you're just a crier. You like to cry, it's fine. But he is just.
I think what we realize is that he's a sociopath. It's not even.
Oh my God.
No, it is. Literally, it's not. It's not if he is the same person or if he's changed. It's that we are now realizing his true colors. That's what it is. It's not. He's still the same exact Malcolm. Nothing has changed. It's just that we're realizing his true colors.
And he just doesn't know how to own up to his shit. Like, he will say, all right, but let me explain myself. All right, but no, you did what you did. And it's just lies and lies and lies.
And then we saw what happened to Maya's car not too long ago. Is that something that you guys think he would do?
Do I think that he did it personally? No.
Had something to do with it.
I don't think he's dumb enough to do it himself, but do I think he had something to do with it?
Like a third party type
Come
situation.
on. It was,
Well, nonetheless, that street, like I always say, that street where they were on has cameras everywhere left and right. So whoever did it is going to be found out. So
where's the footage?
But honestly, it's tit for tat.
Under
You
investigation.
can't,
Yeah.
in that situation, it's like you touched his car, your car
Yeah.
got touched. I get it, but like,
Somebody's
I think
gonna
he
get
did it,
found
yes,
out
he
because
did it.
She
yeah.
touched
He
his
did
car
that
too?
shit.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with shit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
Ain't no one touching my
I
property.
believe him. I believe him because I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt. This is
Yeah.
why second
Yeah, I
chance
don't-
queen over here. I'm giving you a second
Right.
chance to get to tell the truth. But I believe him because I'm like, all right, you're not gonna be stupid enough to go on live and go on social media and be like, nah, I never did that. But then
I don't
again,
know.
he
But
may be
Didi-
stupid enough to do that.
I feel like-
He's not dumb enough to go do it himself, but he is
I
definitely
feel
smart
like-
enough to go get
that's
somebody
what I'm
else
saying.
to do
So
it.
it's like it's a little.
Fuck
Yeah.
boys be fuck
Well.
boys.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
boys will fuck
know.
up your shit.
This
They're
is
not
why
giving a
this
fuck.
point-
do you see what Didi's problem
this
is?
point-
How's she giving him the benefit of the doubt?
I give everybody the benefit
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
you can
doubt.
just knock that shit off.
We'll let the cameras give the
They
benefit of the doubt
love
to
to fuck
whoever
with
did
your
it. So
shit
we'll
when
find
they
out
know
in a
they
bit.
wrong. I'm just
I
saying.
mean,
Never
shit.
happened.
As long as it ain't happening to
Can
me,
we
then that's
can we
fine.
talk about some tweets that have been going on today?
Yeah,
Really quick?
here you go. I pulled it up for you.
Oh shit! I already knew.
Okay.
And they know too. So Maddie has been tweeting
on it. I don't know. I blocked
What's
her.
going on there? Where's
Yeah.
the beef? How'd that start?
Wait, what did she say?
Is she still trying to get followers
The
right
question
now?
says how
That's
is she feeling
cute.
about Maddie tweeting saying the faces she was
cute.
making during reunion grossed her out. Is that familiar to you
I
guys?
mean,
Yes, I saw it. I
first of
kind of
all,
laughed.
anyone named Maddie anybody should be grossed out
Wait,
by
I have-
that name.
I have-
First of all,
I have a question.
and
Was Maddie at the reunion?
Yeah,
was she?
You forgot about her.
Was she? I felt like I was looking at a
Wow. Jay was like,
ghost.
what's
I don't
that?
know.
Jay just threw the whole table.
I don't
But
like
I
that
mean,
girl.
honestly, come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Are we gonna give her life?
Yeah,
She
come
just
on.
wants attention.
Come
All
on,
right,
exactly.
next.
Bye, Maddie. That was a great topic.
Yeah.
I want to bring up Darian because
We gotta talk about
yeah,
That's
we
so
gotta
funny.
tell you.
I just ran into
I know you said you just ran into
Darian
him
2 hours ago.
Miss
2
her.
hours
I don't
ago.
know.
Talk
Right.
about it, Didi. Talk about
Yeah.
it.
Talk about
I
it,
want to know because
love
you know
her.
it was brought up. It was brought up in the reunion
Such
that
an idiot.
you know you and Nurys
Oh, we
also.
saw it.
This is the sister about
Yeah.
time because
Okay,
yo,
go
Justine
ahead.
did not give me the
Please.
time to talk about that shit.
Please.
All right, everybody says that me and Nurys are sister wives,
Right.
correct? Because
Right.
we have.
I
You
mean,
We
are.
fell in
come
love.
on.
We fell. Well, not fell in love. We fell for the same guy. Continue. We
Right.
fell for the same guy, whatever, on the first show because it had to be with a dating show. All right, bet. The whole Darian thing happened. I met Darian. I seen him. Yeah, cute. Bet. Kissed him. There was no connection after that. Whatever the fuck happened. But it's just so funny to me how everybody says that we go for the same guy. How many people on MTV, girls and guys, have gone for the same guy and girl? Johnny Bananas,
Facts.
we got a whole roster. Nelson, we got a whole roster. We got everybody goes once you
Preach, girl,
enter
preach.
the MTV world. That's your dating pool. So why is it that we're the ones getting ridiculed for who the fuck we go for when everybody over here sharing the same dick and vagina?
That's
all I
a
gotta say.
really good ass point because we talk about
That
this all
makes
the
no
time.
fucking
AYTO,
sense. Like, shut up.
1, 2,
Because I
3,
bet you
4.
whoever's saying the same
very
shit's still gonna go
incestuous.
after the
Like
same
they say
guy.
in the
Okay,
same-
I don't like that word.
That's fair. All right, that's fair.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, I kiss Darian, all right, then Janelle kiss Darian, then Nurys kiss
Okay.
Darian, then Janelle kiss Darian.
So, okay, that's fair. Now, you know, last week I had your back. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about, you know, why were they so, you know, obsessed with, like, y'all's body parts, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Nurys, like, why do you feel like you want to get so involved with Janelle and Darian's situation? And pretty much on that note, you know, why would you bring up at the reunion that he cheated on her at the New Year's Eve party, knowing that they were single and that it didn't matter?
No,
That's
so
bullshit.
Because it was
bullshit.
on live.
That's
we
bullshit.
saw it. We saw it.
Okay,
Oh,
and
no,
then
no,
bullshit.
no,
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 you
no,
saw
no,
it.
you
You
saw
saw
it.
it. Okay,
But
so
this is
So,
behind the
so
scenes.
explain about
okay,
it.
so I will explain
So-
about it because clearly you guys
Ooh, I
don't
like
understand the real
this.
tea. Because actually, yes, I did say that they were single. And you want to know what's funny? Because the moment I posted that shit on live, who got mad? Maya and Janelle got mad because I posted it saying that they were single. And you know who got yelled at? Because me and Didi, because they got mad because they weren't single. Janelle and Maya both got mad at both of us because we said that they were single because they weren't. So we thought that they were single. Yes, we thought they were single. Now their girls did not think that. They thought they were still dating. And now that it's convenient for them to say, "Oh yeah, they were single." Now it's convenient. Now they can say it's single. No, at that time, we thought they were single. The boys were saying they were single. The girlfriends thought they were still in a relationship.
So is that why you're
And
so
so now,
pressed
yes.
to like put out the tea about Darian kissing
no,
the
no,
girl?
the
Like,
high-
why-
We keep
what's going on
we
with
keep
that?
getting called liars.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
first, it was we didn't have the receipts that Darian did whatever to Janelle.
It's
Then
just- it's-
we pulled out the receipts. Nah, now they single. Now
Now
not.
they're
But
single,
when
now it don't
Janelle
matter.
called me asking for the receipts and saying like, "Oh, I don't believe that he cheated on me, so show me the receipts."
Right.
All right. But this whole time it was that no, Darian would never cheat on me. Now that the shit airs out, now we're liars.
Oh,
now
okay,
you guys are single.
but the question you asked is why did I bring it up? I brought it up because they have been talking hella fucking shit. I am tired of my name being put in any fucking body's mouth that doesn't know anything but speak lies. She has hated me, has come at me in every single fucking platform, day after day, every fucking platform, every time, every chance that she has gotten, for no reason. So now I wasn't even gonna spread his drama. I wasn't gonna say nothing because I don't owe her anything. I don't give a fuck about her. We thought that we were cool with Darian. Darian doing his dirt on the New Year's Eve weekend, we genuinely were like, we're not gonna go tell Janelle. We're not gonna go tell Maya. We don't give a fuck because who are we friends with? We were friends with Malcolm and Darian. So they were gonna do their dirt. We were never gonna spread nothing. They could go fuck any bitch. They can go do whatever the fuck they want. That's why we knew about the shit because we were never gonna say anything. Then after the weekend, now that they're back together, what is Darian doing? Talking down on my name, talking down on Didi's name. Now, what is Malcolm doing? Doing the
that
same
we
thing.
were the ones that
saying
didn't want them there.
saying that we
All
were
this
the ones that
shit.
didn't
I'm
want them,
like-
when their guys were the ones that didn't want them. And then not only was that, it was just constant shit from the boys' ends.
Yeah.
So we told them, okay, we're gonna spread your shit. So the moment we said, okay, Darian, we're going to put your business out there. Okay, Malcolm, we're going to put your business out there. That's when the girls got involved again, being like, y'all don't got anything on them, blah, blah, blah. And then that's when they involved themselves. When our hatred was towards Darian and Malcolm, and then Janelle got in it. My intentions weren't to hurt her. It was to hurt him and to fuck his shit up because he wanted to talk shit about us.
Right.
Who took that video?
Everything was recorded that video. So
Oh, it
we
was a
had
relevant camera.
relevant TV. So we had about 4 or 5 different cameramen. We had people walking around with cameras in solo cups, the GoPros, hidden cameras in solo cups. So everything was being recorded.
Thank God I didn't
And
go
to be
that
fair,
far.
Maya did tell us
So that's right now.
back there that you guys did say that, or she found out that Malcolm was the one who didn't want them at that New
Yes,
Year's Eve party.
exactly.
And it
And
wasn't you guys. Malcolm
it was
lied
collective.
about what you guys were saying. Yes.
Collectively, we all didn't want
Malcolm
them there.
lied and
but
said
the boys,
that she was talking shit about staying
She did
relevant
tell us
to
that.
not
Yes.
whatever, saying that, oh, go fucking be with your stupid ass staying relevant friends. That's what he told us. When she showed us the receipts,
Yeah.
she didn't say none of that.
Yeah.
So this whole time
Wow.
he was saying that he didn't want her there, and we were saying like, all right, you guys were trying to, like start beef with us a couple days before. Of course, like this is our friend's party. We're throwing this shit. You're not coming.
Yeah.
But it was just lies after lies. So it was just like.
and I haven't
We
lied
don't
about
need
anything.
a,
I was like, I really don't give a shit.
We're gonna need a part 3 because
I know,
it's
right?
only one side of us.
I'm
Side.
like-
They say that you lying.
And then now we need to bring
They
Malcolm
say-
back.
Listen,
They're
all
lying.
I know is that they
Like-
could roll the tapes at the reunion. All I kept asking and praying and begging for them from the producers was to put me on the motherfucking lie detector.
Oh, you asked for that?
I asked for it. I said,
Really?
put me on right the fuck now. The moment that they put Morgan on, Morgan turned around. She goes, why can't we put Nurys on it? I said, put me the fuck on it.
You were
Put
on
me
it.
on
You
it.
were ready.
Put me on it because I haven't lied about
no,
shit.
none of
So
the
I'm
good
like,
ones
they
are
can call me a liar. You guys don't have to believe me. The world don't have to believe me. I don't give a fuck. I generally don't give a fuck.
I mean, you
In the
guys
end-
shared
in the end, it's like-
receipts, so
Yeah.
it should be deaded. Like it's
Yeah.
done.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Because I'm like, exactly.
Jay, do you regret coming on the show?
When today?
No.
I love this show. This is fantastic.
Ex on the beach.
Hell no.
He's like, on this show?
This show, no. I love you guys.
No, Ex on the beach.
No, why would I regret it?
No, I'm not
it's
saying
a-
you should.
It's a beautiful experience. Life is
Yeah.
awesome, and everything that I get offered, I just say yes. I just say yes to everything. Like, I just love going out and trying new things, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You learn something, you
Yeah.
live, and it's just awesome.
And people want to know now if you're single.
For sure. Back to the old ways, Winnie.
Single and ready to mingle. Hop in them DMs. He's at JQ
Right.
Skim.
JQ Skim, thank you.
Unless you're
that's
little
actually
blanquita and blonde, we don't trust ya. So next.
Oh, no. I don't. It's not just blondes. I have no preference.
No preference.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can look at all my pasts. They're all very
Didi,
Didi, what's up?
Didi, are you single?
Oh, who? Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay. So I like this couple right here.
I do.
They would be
Shit.
cute, wouldn't they?
Right.
We would fight
Didi
way
still
too
no,
much.
no white boys.
I'm not white.
He's not white, he's
Corey.
Spanish.
Yeah, you didn't know that? We got to talk about Corey.
Corey.
Twice, though. Twice.
You're Hispanic?
Twice.
I didn't know.
For the
I
internet,
didn't know
I am
that
Spanish.
either the
I'm
whole
Peruvian.
time.
Speak Spanish.
No
Girl,
way.
speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Don't
The
talk
only
shit
way
around
we,
him. He knows.
the only way we
Talk
found
shit.
out that Jay was Spanish was when me and Nurys were talking shit, and he's like, I understand you, right? And I'm like, yeah,
I
really
love
fucking
that.
Spanish.
So funny.
He started talking shit. I was like,
We didn't believe him until he repeated
Well, I'm
it.
Mexican
Right.
too, and everyone thinks
Like,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nurys, are you single?
I'm not single.
Shoot.
Pop
She's
your
like,
head in.
no.
Pop your head and
Single
scream.
and I'm not mingling.
Okay.
I think your dude is here.
Just don't zoom in on him. I don't need you hoes knowing what he looks like.
Oh, stay away. Stay away. Well, I'll pose the same question to you. What was your experience like on the show now that everything is all said and done?
Honestly, I don't regret anything. I would not do anything differently, genuinely, because everything happens for a reason, and everything that you do leads you to where you are now. Exactly. And honestly, take me back before X on the Beach. I never in a million years would have thought that I'd leave being best friends with Didi. And fuck, this bitch is my roommate.
wait,
Right.
guys,
Like,
can we
what?
take a fucking second? This is the first time Nurys has called me her best friend.
What? Oh. That's
So, you know,
tough.
it's just...
I'm gonna cry.
Because and I think that's something I totally forgot because you guys prior to the show
Yeah,
were
they were
not
not-
not cool.
Nope.
And
No,
then-
we were civil.
We were civil
We were
around
because we had
the
the
same,
same
but
friends,
we were
but-
low key like.
But they had a bad,
They were
that means
frenemies.
not cool.
Frenemies.
Frenemies. Exactly.
Frenemies.
I was always like, this hoe is too close.
You're not gonna, but somebody you wouldn't hang out together. Put it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You would not hang out together.
Yeah, we would hang out in a
Look
group
at them now.
atmosphere, but that
It's
was
one of
it.
those keep your enemies close.
Right.
Yes,
So
exactly.
if X on the Beach 3 comes on and they say they want you guys back, would you guys go back?
Oh no, I am no.
Oh, she-
Hell the fuck no.
So no for you.
I
okay?
go back to X on the Beach.
Fuck
because
yeah.
Yeah,
fucking
we
fun.
can-
You would go back?
Hell yeah, why not?
Didi
First
said
off,
you go for a
he
plot
tried to run
twist.
away every day. He would not go
if
back.
I were to go
I
back,
would go back, and I'd still run away.
So,
Should I
but
be a
no,
plot
I.
twist?
Oh my god, I would never like.
So no and no and yes.
Oh, no.
For sure.
X on the Beach
Survivor.
was horrible.
All Stars.
I
Yes?
would love to go
Yeah.
back on
Okay.
I
any
would
challenge
never-
show that has competition and stuff.
Okay.
But we didn't have
I'm
competition.
obsessed. Like
You
you
see,
can
even
ask
if,
me,
even if I was
I'm
single,
always
I
in.
would never do X on the Beach again,
I know.
only
I
because of
tried
all
to
the
do
shit
obstacle
that
courses with you guys.
they throw at you.
Yeah.
Right.
It was we
What?
never had a calm day. There's so much that you guys still haven't even seen. There's so many Shack of Secrets and so many parties and so much shit that you
That
guys
we didn't
still
even see.
didn't even
Right.
get to
That's
see.
so many
It was
parties.
every day. It's like every day, no matter who you were, even if you didn't have anxiety, you left that house with anxiety, or at least knowing what the fuck it was, because you would wake up every single day and you're like, what the hell is about to happen?
mean-
Are we going to the beach? Is an X coming? Or is the Shack of Secrets going to happen? What the fuck is going to go on?
Right.
And it was so nerve wracking every single
Y'all
day.
gave us anxiety, and we were just the ones
Yeah.
watching and
I-
talking
Yeah.
about it.
I gave
Like,
myself
you know what I mean?
anxiety. Like I literally need to like calm down, calm down, freak down.
For sure.
Whew.
All right, well, let's
My
give it up for
Thursdays
our
are
guests. Yay! And man, it's it. It's it.
I know.
No.
It's the last
It's
show.
over.
I know. I can't believe it's over. Ladies and gentlemen, final episode, X on the
Final
Beach.
episode.
Damn, where's
Season
the last
2.
episode?
We want to thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone in the live chat.
We
I know
made
it was
I have an
popping.
announcement real quick.
Oh, you have an announcement?
Are you pregnant?
So, oh no.
Oh my God.
But I mean, I do be glowing.
Okay.
my
So
God.
I guess Janelle was watching, and she just hit me up, and she just wanted me to confirm that they were single because they kicked him out the night of the New Year's Eve party. So, you know, she's like, you know, they weren't there to witness that.
I know, pues
so they
déjala
were
hablar.
single.
Ay,
So
but
I'm
it's
just
like,
letting
Okay,
that
and
out.
that's fine, but
For all
it's
you
like at the
English-speaking
time,
people, that
like
means let her
it's now
speak.
it's convenient
She can't do
now
it
to
anymore.
say that, but at the time it wasn't. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that's what's I don't know. She can keep hating me all she wants. My drama's not with her. I'm happy living my life and making my money. I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
I'm done on this Darian conversation. X on the Beach. The last episode aired today. I don't give two fucks about anybody that is not my friend on this show.
Am I your
And the
friend?
people that I
I'm
got
her
out of this
best
show, those are the
Best
only people I give a fuck about.
friend.
Anything that happened on X on the Beach or outside of X on the that has to do with X on the Beach, I don't give a fuck about anymore. They can continue their lives. They can have all the
Do
drama,
so.
and I'm
Janelle, if
happy.
you're watching, hi. You look great.
Boom.
There we go.
Everybody,
Hey,
I'm Lem
Janelle.
Gonzalez, and you can find me everywhere at
walking home?
Lem Gonzalez.
I
Also,
drove here.
check out your screens, VH1, Monday night, 8 to 10. You might see your
Yeah,
boy's
boy.
face in there
Yes,
for the
ma'am.
top 40 moments of Love and Hip Hop. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. We doing big things.
Yes.
Sensei, where you at?
Well, y'all already know where to follow me at Sensei Don't Play. You know, I'm always keeping it real, and I always gotta just let people know what's happening in life. Make sure you guys check out my music. You know, it's everywhere. You guys know where to follow me, all that good stuff. So stay tuned.
And you guys already know, check me out everywhere at Melody_Rose. See you next time.
Hey, y'all, it's your boy Nino. You can catch me at Nino Lanero on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Catch me on Mondays here at AfterBuzz TV for the All My Block. I almost forgot. All My Block After Show here on AfterBuzz TV.
Yeah. Where can they find you, Didi?
So you guys can follow me at _. If you guys want to know what I'm up to about my new best friend, maybe a couple dance moves, follow me.
Yeah. Jay, where you at?
What's up, beautiful world? Follow me at JQSKIM. JQ Scam. That's it.
Boom.
And you guys can continue to follow me on Nurys K. Mateo on all platforms. Love me, hate me, either way, I don't give a fuck.
Well, boom. On that
And there
note.
you have it.
All right, y'all. We will see you until the next time we see you. You know, AYTO when it comes
I
back.
know, when is this happening?
Season 8. We don't know yet.
I may be putting up a little special appearance.
Special
That's
appearance.
the tea.
All right, y'all.
That's not going to be spilled because I'm lying.
Right. All right, y'all. We'll see you. Peace.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.